all share index closed higher yesterday, and it closed at 109,232 basis points. And that tells you that we are currently approaching the all-time high. And all things being equal, on Friday we might hit or we might be close to the all-time high, which stands around 109,901 basis points. And if that happens, the whole market will start to go higher. But mind you, you have to be careful, because when we start to go higher, you want to look at how you can book your profit, because that was what we experienced around this area when there was a break. You can see how we shoot up to this point and we pull back again. So we don't want this rejection to happen, and we want a breakout. So if there's a breakout, we are going to make massive wealth. And if we look at the daily time frame, the daily time frame actually shows what has happened in the past. So if you see, this is a huge run, and this is what I'm expecting after the breakout. It's either we have a breakout and a retest, or we have a breakout and we continue to shoot higher. And guys, if you stick to the end, I'm going to show you one stock that has the inherent ability to give you 100% before December. And I'm going to show you these industries that have been making money. I know you know the industry. The industry I'm talking about is the industry that actually make people happy and actually cause problems in some people's life. I just want to share that. But actually, not the problem, so to speak. But sometimes most people do it at the extreme, like they take it in excess and they misbehave. So you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the alcohol industry. So the alcohol industry is a huge one, and that is why today we'll be looking at their fundamentals. This is International Brewery, and we also look at Guinness, and we look at Nigerian Brewery, and we also look at Champions Brewery. So these are the companies that we're going to look at, and after everything, I'm going to pick one that will actually give you money. Even though all of them can give you money, but there is one that can actually do 100%. But if I were you, I would target 50%. And I also share it if you are in my free community on WhatsApp. So without wasting time, my name is Investor Joseph, and you are welcome to the Financial Edge, where we talk about financial freedom through trade and investment. So without wasting time, I want to appreciate you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel. When I did the first video, we are actually 85, and now we are 129 subscribers. Guys, after this video, because of the value you're receiving, I want us to cross 200 subscribers. So reach out to your family and friends, reach out to your enemies, so that they can make money and stop disturbing you. So guys, this is the dividend stocks if you want to get dividends. But if you are for capital appreciation, join me, and if you stick to the end, you will get that stock I'm talking about. So the number one stock we are looking at is International Brewery. If you know International Brewery very well, they've been in huge debt, guys, for over 2 years. They've been struggling with their debts. If you look at my screen right now, you will see that they were actually in 87 billion naira debt. Guys, is that not much? That is what they were actually carrying. It was actually above this. It was, I think, 100 and something or 166 billion debt if you look at their past record. But if you look at their Q1 right now, we know that the management are currently doing something amazing. We'll look at where the revenue comes from and see if they'll be able to sustain their revenue, and see how their Q2 will look like based on what we've seen. Let's quickly jump to the chart and let's see International Brewery. So guys, this is International Brewery. So let's see, International Brewery is currently selling for 9 naira 10 kobo. And you can see from your chart, you see how it peaked from this area. If you follow my other channel where I started talking about International Brewery when it was 4, in fact I bought for a particular client when it was 397, 395, within that range. And guys, guess what? We actually sold and took some profit. But I know that this stock is going to do wonders. But guys, if you see what I'm saying now, you see there is a possibility of a pullback around this area. Don't forget that after we had this run to this point, most people took profit and we saw a pullback before we see a upward movement again. And question is, are we going to see another pullback? And if we look at it long time, let's see the potentials this stock has. Okay, look at it long time and let's see where this stock has. Man, look at what you can make from this particular stock. This stock can currently do 50 naira all things being equal. So if you are buying now, if you can wait it out, I bet you're able to make 5x. But this is not what I want to show you. This one, I'm just giving you this for just trading, because who knows when it's going to hit this price. But let's jump to their fundamentals and see what they are doing. In 2024, they were able to make 103 billion in their revenue, and in 2025, the revenue shoot up and they made 173.6 billion naira. And that shows that these guys are actually making profit, because when people are happy, they drink. When they are sad, they drink, and that tells you that the industry will continue to last long. Well, if they don't have money, they drink. If they have money, they drink. So guys, whatever you want to name it, these guys will always drink, and this industry will continue to boom. Even when there is restriction, a lot of people will still find their way on how to take these things. So guys, if you look at the cost of sales, the cost of sales was 74 billion for 2024, and it was 113 billion for 2025. And if you look at their gross profit, they made a profit of 28 billion in 2024, while in 2025, despite the inflation rate, despite how difficult things are, they actually made a profit of 59 billion. And if you look at their expense ratio, if you look at their administrative and marketing distribution expenses, impairment charge on financial assets and other expenses, you see that they now shot down to 80 billion debt, guys. And if you look at their profit before tax, you see that profit before tax, they were actually in debt of 89 billion. Guys, this is just too much. And now in 2025, they made a profit of 35 billion. That is a good comeback, guys. And if you look at profit for the period, that is profit after tax, guys, they actually made a profit of 29 billion from a 60 billion naira debt. And if you look at their earnings per share, from a negative 62 kobo, they actually jumped to a positive 32 kobo. And guys, that tells you that this company is actually doing something that is right. But guys, let's quickly jump. Let's look at the notes. I think this is note 3, which gives us the revenue. So let's quickly jump to note 3 and let's see where this revenue is coming from. Because if you know where it's coming from, you're able to tell if it is a one-off or if they can actually sustain it and if they can also increase it. I think we've passed note 3. Let's jump back. Okay, this is note 3. I think the revenue from contract with customers. So majority of the profit come from revenue from the contract. So no big deal there. So I think the contract will continue to run. So guys, this is the chart I just showed you for international brewery. The best time to buy international brewery actually when it was 4, and the second best time is now. But guys, I will advise you wait for pullback, because what I'm checking now is the weekly chart, and I don't have time to break it down so that I'll be able to know when your entry will be perfect. But if you are going for the long time, you want to hold international brewery for a year or 2, I think this current price is fine. But I'm not recommending international brewery for you. The last one is what I want to recommend for you. So in case you're still watching, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. So the next one I want to tell you about is actually Guinness. So Guinness actually posts, this is their third quarter, and you know third quarter will actually give you insight on what will be able to happen in the fourth quarter, which is the full year earnings. So if you look at the year to date, that is 2025, and we compare it to quarter to date, you're able to see what they are actually doing. I would like us to work with year to date. So year to date, we have 220 billion naira. That's March 2024, and we also have 118. So if you look at year to date 2025 and you look at year to date 2024, you realize that their revenue did not actually make sense. And if you look at year to date, you discover that same thing happening also, but their quarter to date, you see that it's not actually making too much of a sense. No, guys, let's look at it very well. So quarter to date is this. So 77, their revenue actually grew to 88, while year to date is actually 220 billion, and it actually increased to 377 billion. So they are actually on track. And if you look at the gross profit actually increased from 21 billion, that is quarter to date, to 44 billion, which gives us 100% growth in their profit. And if we also look at year to date, which is 67, we have year to date 2025, which is 103 billion. Let's quickly jump to profit before tax. So profit before tax actually let us know that this company are actually suffering in 2024. So quarter to date in 2024, they were 56 billion down, and in quarter to date 2025, they were actually 10.2 billion up, and that is great for this company. And year to date, they were actually down 60 billion, and they actually moved to 14 billion. So let's look at profit for the year. So profit for the year, guys, this is so great. They were down year to date 61 billion, and year to date they were up 6 billion. And in quarter to date they were down 56 billion, and quarter to date they were up 7 billion. This is amazing. You can also look at the earnings per share also from 2,815 kobo, guys. They actually move to 307 kobo. Same thing with quarter to date from 2,576 kobo. They actually moved to 321. Guys, this shows this company knows what they are doing. And let's quickly jump to the chart and let's see what Guinness is actually doing through the chart. Because don't forget, fundamental tells you what to buy, but technical analysis shows you when to actually buy. So while fundamental will show you what to buy, technical will show you when to buy. So this is Guinness. So you can see Guinness actually pick a run around this area. And if you're smart in the market, this was actually 2020. That's why I told you guys that you actually need to have a long-term view. And if you look this run, they actually pull back to this point, which was 2024 March. And you see Guinness was actually 40, 42. If you've gotten in now, you'll be looking at 100%. But still, if you're not in, there is still an opportunity for you. So you can see where Guinness is right now. And I think this is a good time. If you're looking at holding it for a long time, you can actually go in now. But if you're looking at short time, I think it is too high for this price. So you have to wait for a pullback. So if you are going in now, and if you come to this part, let's trace how many percent you can actually make. Guys, you can actually make 272% on your investment in Guinness going forward if you are actually buying now. And if you have the time to actually wait till 2026, you actually reap this. Even though if you don't have this, at least 200 or 100 will be okay for you. And the all-time high for Guinness is 300 and currently is selling for 80. So I'm planning to build a quarterly buy list, and that buy list, what I want to do is I want to look at when Guinness is actually trading here. Then what I will do is I'll go and search for their earnings in 2013 and see what they are doing there. That is one of the tips I'm giving you right now, and I will do this for all the stocks I'll be giving. That list will contain 50 stocks to buy, and from that 50 I'll break it down to best 10, and that ebook will be available if you're interested. You can reach out to me if you're interested, and I'll tell you the date when it will be launched. And if you are reaching out now, you'll be getting discount when it will be actually launched because you'll be on the wait list. So guys, this is what Guinness is doing. Let's quickly jump to Guinness and let's look at where revenue is coming from. Let's look at note 5 and see where this money is coming from note 5. So let's quickly jump to note 5 and see it sharply before we move on to the next one. So let me know if you are enjoying this video and drop a comment if you are actually going to take action based on this video. So guys, let's quickly look at note 3, guys. No, it's actually note 5. So let's jump to note 5. Yeah, so this is note 5. So actually, they didn't give much same way. This is just income from sales of goods. So because they don't, what they actually do is alcohol. So no any other one. Like when I did for that of aviation, you can see they make revenue from import, they make from export, they make from handling of cargo, and a whole lot of that. But this is just purely alcohol. Guys, let's move to the third one, and after this we'll be going to the last one, which I want to give you guys. Man, you need to go in early, guys, and make some good profit. So revenue from Nigerian Brewery actually increased. If we look at the group, look at the group level from 227 to 383 billion. That is a good jump, guys. And if you look at the gross profit actually moved from 81 billion to 166 billion. Guys, this is 100% growth. Let's quickly jump, because of time, let's quickly jump to profit after tax. Profit after tax moved from a negative of 52 billion to a positive of 44 billion. And if you look at profit for the year, we actually grew from 52 we actually grew from a negative 52 billion to a positive 44 billion. Guys, Guinness has been killing it. You can see the earnings per share grew from negative 507 kobo to 146 kobo. Sorry, 143 kobo. And this tells you that this company is where you have to be. I don't know where you are right now, but I think this is where you need to be, guys. Let's quickly jump to, we'll not look at their revenue, because definitely we're going to see same thing we'll be seeing, because they're in same industry. So let's quickly jump to our chart and let's look at Nigerian Brewery. Let's see what Nigerian Brewery has for us. So Nigerian Brewery all-time high is actually 140. So question is, if you are getting it at 40, 50 right now, you are sure to make 100%. But guys, if you are for the long time, as you can see, I'm looking at the weekly chart. I will not want you to actually go in at this price, because this is those that actually had long time. I know most people will say they are buying stock for a long time, and after 2 years or after 6 months, when the stock is down, they will tell you that this stock has been down for 3 months. They must have forgotten that they say they want to hold it for a long time. But if you are a trader like us in our community, we know when to go in and when to go out. I actually gave it to my community when it was actually at this price. I will show you the price I gave them. I gave them when it was at this price here. This is where I asked them to buy. And those who bought at 30, currently they are more than 50% up. And I did same also when I gave them Cadbury, and they made that money in my community. So if you're interested in joining my community, reach out to me, or I'll drop a link to the seller account so that you can go there and subscribe. And I bet you my main goal is to ensure I reposition your portfolio, and also you make back the money you pay for entry, and also your portfolio will give you good returns. So this is just the daily chart. Like I said, I like looking at the weekly because I want you guys to have a long time perspective. So from what you've seen and from the fundamentals and also from the technical analysis, I think you have to pick one of these stocks. But for me, the stock I want you to pick is the one I will show you after now. And that one will be able to give you massive return. So guys, if you are still watching to this point, ensure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so that I get notified when my post enriching videos like this. So guys, drop a comment if you are enjoying it. And I told you I'm sharing a buy list for this first quarter that you're able to make money before the second quarter. Drop a comment if you're interested in that list, and I'll drop a link where you join the waiting list, and I promise you'll be able to get discount from the price when the ebook is actually out. The ebook will give you a breakdown and in-depth analysis, tell you when to buy, when to sell, and if you are greedy, I'll give you a greedy price to sell. And I'll give you a greedy price that will not be good for you to sell, so that you will not round trip your profit, you will not make profit and give it back to the market. A round of applause as we move to the final one. And congratulations if you've waited to this point, and congratulations if you actually wait to get this one stock. And guys, reach out to me by the time you make profit, and if you're buying, let me know so that I can share from your profit. And that stock is actually paying dividends, guys. That stock is Champion Brewery. Champion Brewery grew from 4 billion grew revenue to actually 8.4 billion, and that is a good one. And they actually grew, their gross profit actually grew from 1.4 billion to 3.9 billion. Guys, isn't that amazing? Let's quickly jump to their profit after tax. Profit after tax went from negative 823 million, and it actually moved to 984 million. Guys, these guys were in debt of 823 million, and currently they are in profit of 984 million. If we look at the profit for the year, we have same figure. And if you look at earnings per share, they actually jumped from 10 kobo to actually 11 kobo, guys. And the amazing thing is they are paying dividends. Guys, I gave this talk when it was below 4, and those who bought are 50% up. I'm so sorry I'm bringing it now, but remember, you will still make something from it. Just let me know when you are going in. So guys, let's see how this stock is doing. Great. So this is champions. Like I said, I actually gave this talk around this area here. 350. This was the area I gave. And currently this stock is selling for 490. So as you can see, we're waiting. If I were you, I'll actually be patient and wait for pullback. But if you are getting it at 5 or at this current price, congratulations. Look at our price target. We are looking at making 3x from this, guys. 3x from this will give us what? We give us, yes, 3x from this. That is, you are buying below 5 and you are selling at 15. So that tells you the opportunity is huge. So guys, I just want to show you this, and I know you've actually gained a lot. These are some of the stuff I actually gave for paid community. But for you guys, I just want to give you this. As you can see, this is in an industry. So it will not be wise for you to buy the 4, even though they have great potential. That is why I, for one, based on my analysis, based on volume, based on liquidity, based on trend, and based on numbers, I actually single-handedly brought out this for you. And I think this is a good one. If you can get it at 4, because I know there will be a pullback after because now the earnings season has ended. So there's no news in the market that will push anything. So prices will come back to where they pick up from. Or there will be a 50% discount, which is the FIB 2. So there will be a retracement, either 30% or 50%. So when prices will start to go up again is around June. So now, if you're in the market, you want to take some profit and wait for next month when the market will be a bit dull, so that you can take advantage of what I'm showing you now. So this is a good one, guys. Champion will make good money for you guys, and look at it. But believe me, you see, I'm looking at the weekly chart. You need to have a long time perspective. So because I say you have a long time perspective, if the market decides to do well in 2-3 days and this stock jump to 10 or 15, of course you take your profit. You won't say it's for long time, because the game is business, because the game is to make money, and you treat it as your business. So guys, I just want you guys to enjoy yourself. This market is interesting. I want you guys to come in, invite people. This market gives millions, guys, billions. So don't eat alone. You can see, even though I'm making money, I'm still giving you opportunity to actually see how it's being done. This is a way that Tinubu is giving us money. So don't wait and complain. This is how he's giving people money through the stock market. So take position and make this money. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, the goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers before the middle of this year, and that is what we are going to achieve. So guys, if you are getting value, share this video to your family and friends. Share it to your enemy, so that they will stop sending you message for audience 2K. They will know they can make 2K from the market themselves. And guys, I have various videos for you guys. If you trade foreign stock, just be patient. I have videos for you also. These are videos that will actually give you good money. My aim is to give you insight that will make you money. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Until I come again, keep making money and keep protecting your profits. I love you all, my friends. Bye.